Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome to Upswing Baseball. So about a year ago, a little bit after I started this channel, I made a video why baseball is not boring. But today we're gonna do that exact opposite. Today, the topic is why nobody likes baseball. So for this short little video, I'm gonna try to put all my love and bias towards the game aside and just look at the facts, the reasons why the people that do like baseball love it and why the people that don't hate it. There's like this, that's probably like the most confusing part for me. There's like this big gap in between the people that like it and don't. But anyways, let's just get right into the video. Before we do that though, let's just go over a couple things. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Here at Upswing Baseball, we make MLB videos, we make RBI baseball like Xbox videos. We do some baseball battles with my brothers. Also a couple videos to help improve your baseball skills. So if any of that sounds interesting and you're a baseball fan, please consider subscribing. And also everybody make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you go on to enjoy it. All right, let's get into it. So first of all, I interviewed my four brothers on what they think about this topic. I asked them if they like baseball, how do they feel about it, why they think people don't like baseball, and all of that. Some of my brothers have love-hate relationships with it and some really love it. So let's get into their little interviews and then we'll move on to my thoughts on it. All right, so Joseph, welcome to the channel. So today I'm making a video why nobody likes baseball. So my question for you is, do you like baseball?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes, my question for you is why wouldn't you?
I mean,
What?
maybe.
I'm not gonna smack you. What's your answer? You said no? Okay. And why do you think people do not like baseball? Like all the people that don't like it?
Because it's slow.
It's slow.
Yeah.
What makes it slow?
Like, so like half the game you're not even doing anything.
Oh, I know. Because I think it's boring.
It's boring. Why do you think it's boring? Like baseball is boring. That line is like the most popular thing you hear. Why? Where does this come from?
I don't know. It's just they're boring people. Like you gotta enjoy
Exactly. That's what
Like,
I'm
come
saying. Come on. The common argument is that it's slow, right? Do you agree with this?
it.
You think it's slower than basketball or football?
Oh yeah, it's definitely
It's
slower.
definitely slower than that.
It's not entertaining.
It's simple. There's not much to it, you think?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes? Okay. Fair enough.
Too simple. It's too basic.
Too simple. But yeah. I understand that.
When they watch it, there's not as much action as like football and everything.
Yeah. Okay. So, people say baseball is boring. What do you think they mean by that?
They don't know how. They don't like
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
They just don't know how.
They don't really
the game.
know. Do you think there's like a deeper level of baseball that like a lot of people don't understand? There's like another...
There's like
There's
you
something
have to
else
have
there.
a passion for
You
it.
have to know it. You have to experience it really deep, and you have to know. Yeah. There's like something special about baseball. Do you feel that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. That like a lot of people don't really get.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really completely get it either.
No,
But
I don't.
like there's something there. Yeah.
Something about it that people love about it. I don't feel it.
Mhm.
It's like more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
If you like live somewhere else that doesn't play baseball, and you see it for the first time, you're not gonna like it. Like me and Samuel, all of us, we grew up watching baseball and stuff.
For sure. So you think like you can't just like flip through the TV channels and like see baseball and like be automatically hooked? It's usually not how it goes.
Yeah, not really.
You gotta like grow up in it,
Mm-hmm.
really experience it deeper level.
Because you're forced to watch it when you're younger.
Exactly. We were forced to watch it. Now we're
Yeah,
addicted.
now we like it. It's like milk. You can't stop.
Do you think that you would like baseball as much as you do now if you didn't play it when you were little and like raised in it and around it all the time? You know.
I might not like it as much because you gotta get to know it at first, and then you'll probably like it a lot. You gotta get to know it.
Let's say basketball was the main sport in our whole family. Do you think you would just like basketball instead?
Yeah, I might go towards basketball because people just started liking other sports, so like baseball just got right off the mat.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, that is all the time we have for today. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate the time. Thank you, sir. I'll see you later. All right, so first of all, real quick, huge thanks to each of them for taking the time out of their day to do those interviews with me real quick. Really appreciate it, guys. But now, for my thoughts on this topic, the number one reason why I think a lot of people don't like baseball is because they aren't raised in the game. The biggest baseball fans grew up in the game. They've been around it ever since they were little kids, just like me. People who don't experience it when they're younger don't tend to gravitate towards it when they're older. It's not really as action-packed as we mentioned in the interviews, so people tend to gravitate towards other sports like football, basketball, hockey, all that stuff. Like, I get it. There's just not as much action. It's not as action-packed. I'm not going to sit here and say that baseball has just as much action as the other major sports. There's this one weird stat that you might have seen, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. It says baseball has 18 minutes of action in the average game, and football or something like that has only 11 minutes of action, but nowhere on the internet I can find what that actually means, like what counts as action, you know? So in reality, that stat really doesn't have any value, even though it's like the main comeback line for baseball fans when non-baseball fans say baseball is boring, right? But anyways, yeah, at the end of the day, football, basketball, and the other sports, I think they just give like the average human brain like more dopamine than other sports. Like it is what it is, just facts. Like when you're flipping through the TV channels and you see a baseball game, you're gonna be bored, and when you see a football game, you're gonna be more excited. That's just how it's built. That's not necessarily to say that those sports are better than baseball, it's just how it is. But anyways, kind of back to my original point, I just think baseball has this something special to it. I mentioned it in the interviews. There's just like this deeper level that it's really hard to explain for diehard baseball fans. Everybody has trouble with it, explaining what like that deeper level, this hidden aspect to the game, the true beauty of the game. It's really hard to put into words. And I just don't think you can see that beauty by a quick glance, like a quick flip through the TV channels. I think you really got to be in the game, experience it, be around it a ton to really soak it in. But yeah, that's just my take. I mean, that's really the only thing that makes sense about why there's such like this big gap that I already mentioned between the baseball fans and the non-baseball fans. You either love it or you hate it. So definitely comment down below what you think about that. But another thought I had on this topic is the fact that maybe baseball isn't that much different than the other sports. And yeah, I know what I just said. I might lose some subs over that statement, but just hold up, wait, bear with me. Of course, baseball is special. Every sport has some little things that no other sport has, and baseball is a prime example of that. There's definitely things in baseball that no other sport even comes close to having. But for most baseball fans and baseball players especially, some of the biggest reasons why we love baseball is because it's there no matter what, regardless of anything else that's going on. It's the one thing that stays consistent no matter what. It's always there for us to fall back on. While other things aren't going well, we always have baseball to run to. We can go to a field, turn on the TV, watch a game, do whatever. It's like an escape for a lot of people, like a little happy place. It's kind of a place where we can all go, forget everything else, just go back to the good old days like sandlot baseball in the yard, just throwing the ball around and just being a kid, enjoying yourself and not worrying about anything else. But the thing about that is that's kind of how it is for a lot of other sports fans and players. Their reasons for loving their sport so much is very similar to that. I've read quite a few books and watched a lot of videos and interviews done by different athletes in different sports, and a lot of their reasons are similar to that, or just like general reasons that can apply to other sports too. They're not like specific to that sport. Like all the different things, basketball, football, hockey, freaking golf, or like professional trampoline dodgeball. It doesn't even matter. All those sports just give us a chance to let loose, chill out, be kids, and forget everything else. And that right there, I think, is what makes all sports great. At their core, they're all the same.
What separates baseball from other sports? The equipment. Like, you can play basketball naked. You just need a basketball.
The odds of this making it in the video are very slim, folks.
This is good stuff. Like, you need a helmet, you need a glove, you need a baseball, you need a bat.
Do you think all these challenges with equipment, all the costs, prohibit people of lower economic statuses from enjoying the game? We're getting somewhere.
No.
Am I right or am I right?
Well, it depends. Like, you can play rec ball, like, for now.
Like, how much does a football cost? How much does a $300 bat cost? That's what I thought.
If you're really committed to baseball, you don't need a $300 bat. You tell them.
Alright, so yeah, that's all I got for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Definitely comment below your thoughts on this topic. I'd love to talk to you about all of that. Why you like baseball, why you don't, why you think other people don't like it, why you think other people do like it, anything like that. Let's just talk. I'd love to hear what you think. And also down in the description, there's lots of cool stuff. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Check both of those out for sure if you haven't already. And once again, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, now if you want to see more of my videos, there's a video and a playlist on your screen right now. And that was why nobody likes baseball. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, I will see you later.